Amman, Jordan. Around 1,000 Syrians who sought refuge in Jordan have been returning home each month since July, when a ceasefire for southern Syria took force, the UN said Monday. The ceasefire brokered by Jordan, Russia and the United States for the southern Syrian provinces of Dara, Kenitra and Suaida has largely held since it came into force on July 9. Get the Times of Israel's daily edition by email and never miss our top stories. Free sign up. Since then, the number of Syrians returning to the country voluntarily has increased. Mohammed Al-Hawari, spokesman for the UN refugee agency UNHCR in Amman, told AFP. Today, that number has risen to around 1,000 per month on average. Hawari added, Jordan shares a border of more than 370 kilometers, 230 miles with Syria, where upwards of 340,000 people have been killed and millions displaced since its conflict broke out in 2011. The United Nations says Jordan is hosting more than 650,000 Syrian refugees, but authorities in the kingdom put their actual number at 1.3 million. Hosting the refugees has placed a heavy burden on Jordan, a country lacking natural resources. According to Hawari, the number of refugees who returned voluntarily to Syria rose to 1,203 in August and 1,078 in September. In the 6 months before the ceasefire, a total of only 1,700 Syrian refugees returned to their home country, he said. Hawari stressed that the UNHCR does not encourage the return to zones in Syria that are deemed unsafe. The ceasefire brokered in the 3 southern Syrian provinces is part of a broader Russian-backed plan to create 4 de-escalation zones in rebel-held parts of the country. Russia and Iran, main allies of the Syrian government, and rebel backer Turkey agreed in May to create the 4 zones in a deal aimed at bringing about a lasting truce. Jerusalem vehemently opposes the terms of the ceasefire, which it says could result in an Iranian presence on its northern border, arguing that the Islamic Republic will use any foothold in Syria to attack Israel. Israel has long viewed Iran as its enemy number 1, and has warned Syria that it will take military action to keep the regime away from its border.